Welcome back to the Chicagoland Speedway. Tony Stewart, the race leader, is on pit road here in the Tropicana 400. He is a little bit tight. They made a very slight wedge adjustment to loosen him up. He is very happy with the car. Bill Weber.
Rusty Wallace is also on pit road. Was battling to stay on the lead lap. Lost an ignition earlier in the race. Went to the backup ignition. Wanted to pit the same time as Stewart so he can stay in sequence with him. Major chassis adjustment because Rusty's car has been tight since they dropped the green flag. 4 tires and fuel. Rusty's hoping this strategy can get him back into contention.
I don't think anybody can stay in contention with Tony Stewart as long as that crew keeps pulling off those 13.7-second pit stops. Man, Zippy, you and your guys are on the job today. The car is great, and that pit stop was utterly fantastic.
That was a great pit stop. And boy, track position right now, especially under these green flag pit stops, is really, really important. Every second or two that you can gain in the pit is a long way on this racetrack.
There's Dale Jarrett taking Miss Piggy for a ride today here at Chicagoland.
He doesn't look like a pig. Running pretty good.
I didn't say it looked like a pig. I said he was taking Miss Piggy for a ride.
Okay. At least he's not taking for a barbecue.
No, this is true.
And Joe Nemechek was running so great, he's coasting between 3 and 4. Now, is he out of fuel? What is the problem with Nemechek? Man, oh man.
Boy, Joe was running good. His car was fast. I've been watching his time. He was a tenth or two even faster than everybody on that run, but this is going to cost him a little bit.
It's been 60 laps since he was on pit road last. Bill?
Well, the action continues out there on the racetrack, especially with the 88 car chasing the race leader here. Dale Jarrett, now the race leader after Tony Stewart had pitted last week, involved in that multi-car crash in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona, and walked all the way back to his pits. We asked him what that was all about.
Miscommunication on their part, and you know, they came to me and explained what had happened and why it won't happen again. You know, and so I'm satisfied with that. You know, it was an unfortunate situation. The good thing was I wasn't hurt, and you know, nothing came from it other than we're going to have better communication now.
And as we've heard throughout this weekend, and Alan, I know you talked to some of the NASCAR officials, that it was a miscommunication, that some of the rescue vehicles didn't go to the assigned spot. Matt?
Though one car of Steve Park is already in for service, left side tires going on. Park complaining his car was extremely tight in the center of the corner. They adjusted with track bar and air pressure.
Yeah, Steve Park had some trouble getting onto pit road. This is the 3rd time today we've seen this.
And there we see the yellow car parked, slowing down to get on pit road. And there's so much debris there that he gets loose as he hits the apron of the racetrack. And around he goes, almost backs up to the racetrack, but finally stops it. Goes on to pit road, makes a stop, and away he goes. But costs a lot of time to do that.
Won't get caught for speeding, though, will he?
No, that's right.
These guys keep this up, they're not going to have to mow that grass for a little while. Marty?
Jeff Gordon is in. He was running in 7th for most of that run. He was tight off the corner. He told Robbie Loomis, I need some help. Robbie Loomis said, we're going to get you some help. He said, good, because I really need a lot. They made a wedge adjustment and 2 separate air pressure adjustments for the Winston Cup champ as he goes off pit road.
Let's meet the guys who go over the wall for the 2014.
I'm Steve Letard. I'm the rear tire carrier, and I'm from Cornish, Maine.
Jeff Cravey, gas man, High Point, North Carolina.
Caleb Hurd, Ketchikan, Pulaski, Virginia.
Name's Craig Curione, front tire carrier from Sanborn, New York.
Todd Gant, front tire changer, Kannapolis, North Carolina.
Jeff Cook, I'm the jack man from Charlotte, North Carolina.
My name's Shane Church. I change rear tires, and I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
How about that? That's pretty neat.
The guys who get it done. Here comes your leader, Dale Jarrett. Now his guys get their chance to shine as Jarrett pits from the lead at lap 125. Marty?
car, Alan, has been very, very good for Dale Jarrett as he creeps slowly down pit road. 4,601st gear is the pit road speed for Dale Jarrett. That's 45 miles an hour to you and I. They will make it once again. No changes. Actually, now they're going to make a wedge adjustment on the right side, left side of the car. He has had 3 top 5s in his last 5 races. The car got a little bit bad on him there at the very end of that run. In front of him pitting is Sterling Marlin. As you see Jarrett go off pit road, Sterling says he has no front grip. They've had this problem all day long. They once again will try to fix that with air pressure. He has had 2 top 10s in his last 4 races. Problem is, those have been his only top 10s in the last 7 races.
Problem with the jack here, that cost him about at least 2 seconds.
Yeah, we see 17.4. I would say you're right, Wally. At least 2 seconds.
Marlin heads back out on track. Robbie Gordon is on pit road. Todd Bodine's car is being pushed down pit road. Apparently it is stalled and won't refire.
Sterling's got something hanging off the right side of the car, it looks like.
Well, I think Todd Bodine ran out of fuel in the Discover car and coasted into the pits and just now able to get it refired.
And it's tough to get one of those cars fired up, too. Pushing that thing, it's 3,400 pounds. Kurt Busch is on pit road. One of the top 10. Ricky Craven is also coming in. Marty?
And what a great run Kurt Busch has had. The last time they came in, they made a very slight air pressure adjustment. This time the same thing. The car very good, just slightly tight for Kurt Busch, and he's gone all the way from the back of the field into the top 10 today.
Long stop, troubles with the right front there.
These guys are struggling today, BP.
Yeah, they are struggling in the pits. Ricky Craven's in the pits as we're seeing that Kurt Busch leading. Marty?
And actually, Ricky Craven, Benny, had same lap times on that run, almost from the beginning to the end, as Tony Stewart did. They make no adjustments on the tide forward, and a long stop, problems on the left rear. Ryan Newman also in front of him. They will make a wedge adjustment. He has had a problem with the car being tight all day long. They also will make an air pressure adjustment for Ryan Newman, the man who started on the pole, but got caught back in lap traffic.
Jimmy Johnson's been on pit road. Dave?
And he comes off pit road with 4 fresh tires, Alan. He was a little bit tight off the corners, but he was really fast. So he just wanted a slight adjustment. He'd worked his way all the way up to 12th after starting deep in the pack.
Bobby Labonte following Johnson off of the pit lane. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the leader. As we watch Sterling Marlin.
And we saw earlier, we're trying to get a look on the other side here. There was something hanging out the side when he left the car. See that? Right? Is that damage? What is that down there? Really hard to see.
You wrinkle up that little side skirt that they had to run around the tailpipes?
Could be. Could be.
All right, we'll get a report. One of our guys will check in his pit, see what the damage might be. Meantime, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is getting ready to come onto pit road, the race leader. He is on pit road.
And Marty Snyder's there. Marty!
Well, guys, I cannot describe to you how badly this team needs a very good pit stop and a very good race today. They've had only 1 top 10 in the last 8 races, and that was last week. The car started very loose. It's gotten a little bit tight on Junior. They will make a wedge adjustment on the car, and they will make a 4-tire stop. Overall, he's very happy. File this away for later on. He got a very good fuel mileage read last time, and they stayed out longer than anyone else. Another good stop for the Bud team.
All right, we were talking about Sterling Marlin, and was there any damage to the right side of his car?
Oh, right there. Look at that. I mean, I don't know what that is hanging there, but it may be part of that.
I think that's part of that skirt.
And it doesn't look like a big deal, but believe me, that is a big deal because that really affects aerodynamics.
Dave?
Matt Kenseth is in. He wanted a half-pound of air pressure all around all 4 tires. He also wanted a wedge adjustment. They made that 1/2 round in the right rear. He is gone.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. ran 15 more laps on fuel than Tony Stewart did. That could decide which one of them has a shot at winning this race.
Well, the first time I think he ran about 64 laps. This time he ran, I think, 67 laps. So he might be able to make it on just 1 more stop.
His teammate Michael Waltrip getting good fuel mileage too, Matt.
Alan, he certainly is. Slugger Labius Crucci told me, fuel mileage, fuel mileage, fuel mileage. We're going to try to roll the fuel mileage. Trouble getting the left rear tire off. They finally get the lugs on. Michael is down and away. No adjustments on the 15 car.
Finishing up a round of green flag pit stops, Elliott Sadler is the leader for now. When it all cycles back out, Tony Stewart will hold the top spot once again. Caution is out for the third time in the Tropicana 400, just past halfway in the race. Last week's winner is not going to have a good result today.
We do believe that he lost an engine going down in the corner. Well, I'm kind of convinced of it now as I see the replay. Smoke out the exhaust pipe, always bad news.
I get recall. Easy. The caution is out. You're in second place. The 30 car ahead of you is the leader. The 30 car ahead of you is the leader. Watch the 20 coming from behind trying to get his lap back.
Well, 20 doesn't have to get his lap back because he is on the lead lap. The caution has helped some, like Mark Martin and Jeff Green. It's gotten them onto the lead lap. Some others, like Joe Nemechek, caution combined with his pit road problems earlier, he's gotten trapped a lap down. Here they come. Start our pit stop coverage with Dave Burns.
Jeff Green, the leader, comes in. He will take on 4 tires. No adjustments. The car has been improving since that last pit stop, and Jeff really didn't want him to do much to it at all. Damage still on the car shows. Marty Snyder.
Tony Stewart is in. He did not like the last adjustment they made, so they took it out. Jeff Gooch Patterson, the gas man, did that. This helped Stewart because he would have had to have stopped 2 more times. Now he only has to stop 1 more time to Bill Weber.
Mark Martin is already down pit road. This was a huge break for this team. Remember, Mark ran out of gas earlier in the race. This got them back in position to contend for the lead and the win. He almost hit the 30 car leaving pit road.
Yeah, not only got it
so
back
we're under caution after 139 laps at the Tropicana 400 at the Chicagoland Speedway in Illinois.